Anyway, guys, Ace Attorney, we're on the next case. Oh my goodness, have I turned all this off? Yes, I have. Good. Right. Let's crack on, shall we? The Hound of the Baskervilles. Yes.
It's coming! Sholmes's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with
It's an iron wolf.
The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. "Look well, Wilson," Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. "For this is the diabolical Hound of the Baskervilles."
And of the new Sherlock series, the BBC one, with Benedict Cumberbatch, the Hound of the Baskervilles episode is the one that always gives me the wibblies. They did a really good job with that one. It was very well done. It's one of the... I don't mind the series. It's not my favourite. It's okay. I can watch it and it's good. But it could have been much better, I think, overall. But that one episode is without a doubt my favourite and a very, very well done episode. I liked it. So yeah, what are you talking about? The first half hour of Canada will be spent collecting the luggage and being grilled by the border agent. That's true, yeah. Hopefully no more than half an hour. Anyway, meanwhile the parking meter ticks up and up and up and up and up. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I really hope that I'm not in that bloody, you know, immigration border agency wing or whatever it was called, the, you know, where you go to be talked to for too long. I hope it's a fairly quick, you know, rubber stamp and done kind of thing. And luggage check as well. Apparently they do luggage check, which, you know, they have to do apparently. Anyway, you find Sherlock to be very entertaining. It is pretty good, but it's just, I don't know, there's something about the way the episodes flow that just didn't quite strike a tone with me for some reason. I don't know. Each to our own. Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. In that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court, which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Off you go to get the yarn out. Bye, Lurk! No, I still haven't done the bot yet. I have to set the other PC up, that's the problem. And I haven't gotten around to digging out the cables yet. I really should do that. I need to do that at the very least just to get the commands out of it, and then I can copy them into the other bot and use those instead. I will get them done. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Now that the house has been handed over. I handed the house over, guys, on Thursday. Yeah. So yesterday, it's Friday today, so that was yesterday. Man, that feels already several days away. That's weird. But yeah, now that that's done and everything's done, I can focus on everything else. We'll get things done. Knock, knock, knock. So yeah, at the end of the last episode, we ended up in the attic above Sherlock Sholmes's digs. We are at 221B Baker Street in the attic. And I guess, yeah, with him being a student of law, he's not going to be thrown into case after case after case, right? So that doesn't really make much sense. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san? Yes. Is it time to leave for court already? Do we have a case? Let me see, what case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us some breakfast this morning. Ooh, tea and crumpets. So, shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite? Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. Breakfast food? Okay. Yeah. As opposed to breakfast non-food, you know, which you just look at. That's a thing as well in England. We make food in England that you just look at for breakfast and you eat it with your eyes. And then we throw it away. She does, doesn't she? Once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. We don't have a court case today. Let me see, what case is it today? Wow, she really wants to go to court, doesn't she? I'll tell you what, Susato. Why don't you channel your future alter ego, Maya, and Maya Fey, and just end up in court on murder charge after murder charge after murder charge, because that's all she ended up doing. And then you can go to court all you like. Here we go again. Let's examine the room. What kind of shit do we have now? We have a stove. It's spring at last and the weather is warmer now, but I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. Oh, would you like some tea, Mr. Naruhodo-san? Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes for me from time to time and Iris's unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think? Is it? I don't know. Look at it, she's even got the proper tea set down here and everything. This is the tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter. Wow, he's gone native already. Sugar and milk in his tea. He's gone full British. Nice, I approve. Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw your face up so. Dude, she noticed. She knows you don't like her tea. Oh my god. We have a shovel. Or a spade. I never could tell the difference. The spade has been in here since we started renting the place. Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. Oh, here we go. That's a shovel. Okay. No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping loose material. It's a spade. No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel. I don't want to dig a hole for myself here. So let's leave it. Pile of paper though. Look at that. Damn, bro. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. It's already starting to look like Soseki-san's room. You could tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying is time you can't devote to the same cause. And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on some simple housework. She wins, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Ah, the Daruma doll I brought with me from home, still with only one eye coloured in. I said I'd colour in the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but you have won, haven't you? Twice, in fact, because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what, why don't you colour in the other eye once you think I'm a proper fully fledged lawyer? If you insist. Alright, nothing else on that side of the room. There's a door there. You know, I've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san. I've never even peeked inside. As well you shouldn't, dude. I should think so, too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maiden. Damn. We were rather lucky to find the old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones too. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Why would they put prawns in there, guys? Just get a goldfish or something. Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see. Ah! No, you mustn't look at that. Not under any circumstances. Oh, alright, I won't. I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. And put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. Wow. Secret telegram, eh? Alright, looks like that's everything in the room. Anything else we can chat to her about? So what about this telegram? So what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? Yes, the one I just tried to look at. I don't know what you're talking about. Wow. Wow, you're gonna do me like that, Susato? Okay. Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. And the frame drops have begun, guys. God damn. I was running test streams earlier and we didn't drop a single frame. It's gotta be time of day related if this is the case. During the afternoon it's fine. And then at this time of day, it starts to go down. I'm gonna have to try my other idea. I'm gonna move the hub into this room. Because there is actually a phone point I couldn't see. I didn't think there was one in this room, but there's a phone point that's just behind the bed. So I could bring the hub in here, run a cable round the wall. I've got a long enough cable, hopefully. I need to bring it out and check it out. And it will go into the thing here. But then I need to make sure that that works, and if it does, I'll leave it like that, and I'll move this power line system setup into the hallway so my dad can use that for his connection. So hopefully that'll fix the problem, because it might be the power line things, but then you'd think it would be doing this all the time. I don't know. We'll see. I suppose Soseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after the terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago we had a very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But by and large it seems the voyage has been going well. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen to him. Something bad should happen to him because of the whole Reaper of the Bailey thing. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? I was just wondering, what might have become of Soseki-san if he'd stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards to Lord Van Zykes, the Reaper? Yeah, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. What is it they say, that no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way the nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yes, but at least Soseki-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means that the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the City of London, perhaps? Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely not wielding the sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently Lord Van Zykes hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Oh? Yeah, since Soseki-san's trial, he's fully withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't in court for several years. So it's just been me and who's had to face him in his recent spate of trials then. Just my luck. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. You've been very suspicious, Susato. Very suspicious indeed. Right. Okay, let's go get breakfast. Morning, Runo. Morning, Susie. Good morning, Iris. Oh god, the violin music. Oh no. Oh no. Sholmes, put it down. Stop strangling that goose. Oh, that's painful. Iris? What is it, Bruno? What's the terrible noise? Sounds like a cat being strangled. Sounds like a goose, I already said it. You noticed that, did you? Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. Oh no, he's just so sad looking. A good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, it's time we ate. He's a whole mood at the moment, yeah. Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble. Wow. Meow. Kitty! Oh! Oh look, it's Wagahai. Good morning, boy. Meow. Must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. But how did it get here? Well then, everyone, it's time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful! Let me help you, Iris. It would indeed be a fine day to die. Wow. It's kind of like the most depressed Klingon right now. Oh, today is a good day to die. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Let's examine the room. What do we have here? We have a map. These are all mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases, I think. If he'd been involved in any case, I wonder if the beef steak from the Carnival would be on display here. A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an enticing collection. It looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather than what's on my shelves. Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruhodo. No favoritism there at all. Looks like the huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. Seems very sturdy with an equally sturdy lock. Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't go around opening things. I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous. How did you come to that conclusion? I was just looking at it. The fire's burning comfortably in the grate again today. It's a very different feeling to a Japanese hibachi somehow. Oh, look at the photographic print of the lady on display on the mantelpiece. Could it be? Yes, it must be. It's the woman. Oh, how exciting. Is that supposed to mean something to me? The woman, huh? The woman. Miss Adler, probably. Or it'll probably be Miss, like, Sadler or something, with this being non-copyright infringing. There's all sorts on these shelves. Chemistry, apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped so high I can't help feeling that the whole lot is going to topple at any moment. Oh, it's such a charmingly untidy collection of paraphernalia, isn't it? It just looks messy to me, like my desk. But you, Mr. Naruhodo, must learn to tidy up after yourself. Yeah, there we go with the favoritism again. Man. He's harsh. So this must be Iris's side of the room. All cutesy. Iris's beautiful tea set is there on the table as usual. A cup of one of her special herbal blends always helps me relax when I'm feeling the strain. The English pastime of tea has many similarities with our own tea ceremony customs, don't you think? It's the idea of hospitality behind it, that's the essence of tea. Yes, and not putting it in the microwave to warm it up. I know some of y'all out there do that. This is where Iris notes down the ideas, isn't it? Let's see, what does it say today? Ah, the Boscombe Valley Mystery. Oh, how intriguing. It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my, a wonderful, fantastic tale awaits us. Susato-san looks like an angel, but she's dreaming of the most unsavory crimes you can imagine. That's a charming little white shelf. It's full of charming little bottles too, but the contents of them aren't quite so charming, it seems. Science is the future, Mr. Naruhodo, you can't deny it. I'm saving my money so I can buy some chemistry apparatus as well. Law, chemistry, takedown throws, whatever diverse skills you boast, Miss Susato. As useful as they are, I'm not sure that my throwing skills are worthy of inclusion in that list. Oh, really? I mean, she always takes Susato always takes Naruhodo down in a heartbeat. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently. There's a paper already set in the typewriter, looks as if she's about to start. That reminds me, when I mentioned that Iris was of the process of writing a full-fledged novel, Mr. Natsume was most impressed. Oh yes, Mr. Natsume. That's what I'll be doing too once I'm back in Japan, he said through tightly clenched fists and teeth. That's right, he was going to go back and write a novel. In other words, I don't want to stay in this country a moment longer. And do I feel that right now? Okay, that's all of Iris's stuff poked. And Sholmes' stuff is just a mess. Oh, it's nothing. Nothing out of place there. There's like a lever here as well. Is that on the chair? It's like a railway switch lever. What if he uses that to recline? So yeah, his desk is empty. Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk, it's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on it? We can never hope to understand what goes on in the great detective's mind, Mr. Naruhodo. Right now, death, I think. Why, next time we're invited, we may find he's vacated the entire suite. That's scarily plausible, actually. Especially right now. He's put his pipe in this test tube rack as well, that's cool. Well, oh, look at that, there's the bullet holes in the, Yep. Bullet holes in the wall. VR. Ah yes, the letters V and R are inscribed on the wall in bullet holes. Isn't this the initials of the Queen or something? It's so delightful to see in the flesh, having read about it in the stories. It was so inspiring. What is inspiring about shooting holes in a wall? I fired 100 arrows into my own wall at home to make the characters for SU of Susato, you know. SU? But perhaps there are some things a great detective does that you don't need to copy. Just, you know, throwing that suggestion out there, Susato. Alright. So, Wagahai. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into the new home then. Oh yes, I become very attached to little Waggy. Waggy. It would appear his previous owner has completely forgotten about him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their mews are as empty as the hearts of the muses. Wow. Kitty. If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place. I expect he would have taken him if he could, but pets are strictly forbidden on board the steamships in our experience. And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of the passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind, but because Waggy is adorable. Yes, he really is. Oh yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from? Oh, you noticed. You are observant, Runo. Look, I used this. It's my latest invention. Oh, well, what is that? I call it the cat flapper mat. She made an invention to cut a square hole in a door and install a cat flap. Gosh, a machine just for making doors for cats? That's right. It can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. That's actually pretty good. And it can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. So this is going to be useful to us later. Wouldn't it have been quicker to just make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make a cat flap? Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. See, it's an investment in time. It's like, for this one cat flap, sure. For the next one, though, you've saved time. You know, it'll pay for itself eventually. I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door for our office upstairs, Iris. He really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Hee hee. Alright. So, what's up, Sholmes? You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? It used to be the case that, in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its mellissonant tones would make the flowers bloom. It would. But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goodness of music the goddesses of music have thrown me over. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? For hours I have bowed, for days even, through the night I have endeavoured to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone. Gone forever, no more recitals of unbridled emotion. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day, they bestow genius on a man, the next, they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh dear. Ah! Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left for pity's sake? What is left? I would say your great deductive skills, but we've already kind of proven you don't have them, so... deduction, perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but... your desk looks rather empty today. Ah, well done, Miss Susato. Your observational skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale into insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? You mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's at Windybank now. Sorry? What's at Windybank? No, Windybank's the pawnbrokery. What? He pawned it? What? Nani? You mean you pawned the enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see, quite undeservingly. But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you'd consulted us if your situation had become desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you. Oh, dear madam, things are far from desperate. But the pawnbroker's has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbroker is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is, it doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbrokering works. Well, what's to understand exactly? So what do you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbrokering works? For the people of London, pawnbrokers are akin to banks. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings into the pawnbroker of their choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week. And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. How ingenious! So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see. A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain? Of course, you have to watch it with Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Wow. Meow! Oh, what was that? Wagahai? Oh dear, the cat's dead. Something fell on it, I think. What was that? Oh no! Wagahai's tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy. No, what's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' precious violin. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. The cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Dreadful spirits, I'd say. Well, anyway, he'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. So I'm guessing it's been put... yeah. Well, yeah, on a chair. However will the cat reach this now? Oof. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius. One of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It does look, really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it, covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down in a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. He's speaking so slow right now. It's like Eeyore. I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. Oh, how honourable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Pagani-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there a reason to live in the world devoid of music, to tolerate this blanched existence? No! There is none. Mr. Sholmes? What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? Hmm? What do you mean, Miss Susato? Oh, Susie's right. Oh, did I pronounce that wrong? Okay. Of course, Pagani's a blooming brand of supercar. Yeah, okay. It was supposed to be Paganini? Paganini? Something like that. Anyway, sorry. Yes, the tone of wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? Great powers of deduction. He didn't even realize that his violin isn't the same one he always plays. I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. What? Oh, damn. Dude. Mr. Sholmes, are you alright? You're right. You are quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So, what, pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then? Ah, I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happened if we ask her. Okay, and where is she? Oh, there she is. She's in the background. So, this mix-up. What do you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windybanks until last week. At the pawnbroker's. Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved music partner. There's a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. He's woken up now. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth? What a wonderful idea. No, not really. Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear that Mr. Windybank mistakenly furnished me with a tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. Aha. You rhymed timber with timber. Nice. This guy should be a rap artist. But your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw. A fine state of affairs this is. And why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker, they will try to fiddle you every time. But earlier you told us you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault. So secure you can't even get your own stuff back from them, it seems. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get us nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect, pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? We must visit Mr. Windybank's brokery at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Miss Susato. Without a moment's delay. But But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. You've got to let a man finish his bacon and eggs. This is not right. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more obtusely. Alright, say no more, let's go. Never mind breakfast then. Don't worry, Bruno, I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later. Reheated bacon and eggs? Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker's looks like. Any other conversations? Nope. Alright, I guess we're moving. And we're walking. So there's Baker Street and the pawnbrokery. Let's just go to Baker Street first. Have a look around. Let's have a mooch about. What is this place? It is closed. That is also closed. Here is the pawnbrokers. Look at all the different things in the window of this shop. Ah, that's Windybank's, the pawnbrokery. It looks much smarter than a pawnbroker's in Japan, doesn't it? Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable personally. It reminds me of tearfully parting with my favourite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruhodo. Anything else? Nothing specific on there. What's over here? It's literally round the corner. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings above Mr. Sholmes' office. I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this. Oh, I know. To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective? If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have no more regret. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. Well, that seems to be it. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san. That spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this? Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the sparks of his fury in his eyes. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir, welcome back. Did you hear the brazen welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. Let's examine first. Must poke all the things. Start over here. What have we got? Is that a shovel or a spade? What are you doing, my dear fellows? We're not here to browse for interesting curios. We've come to teach this broker a lesson. Oh, but there are just so many fascinating items. Looks as though we'll have to talk to Mr. Windybank first before you can explore here, Miss Susato. Alright, game. I get it. I get it. Let's talk about pawnbrokeries first, then the violin. I wonder, could I ask you something? Ah, a gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you sixpence for it? Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? But for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas no less. The colours are exquisite, the design is exotic, Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I get the feeling as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokers are rather used like banks in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items, offer them a proportionate loan, and 2 months of secure stowage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. What happens if they don't pay you the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. You never sell items before the 2 months has passed them? That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the recompense is for me to end it all. The very idea, Mr. Windybank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually, says the man who was just telling us it was all a good day to die this morning. And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such tragedies never occur. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device with which Mr. Windybank has installed here in his shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Okay, yeah. Is that not so, Mr. Windybank? Huh. What was the deep sigh about? We'll ask about that in a moment. Let's get to the violin first. Naturally, you will recall this which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes? This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The colour of the wood is different, it has holes in it, and it's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. It's inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. Oh. Oh my god, he's got a gun. Put the gun down. No, do. Whoa. Whoa. I shall have to take my own life. Oh. Whoa. Can someone please go and get a bobby? I don't think that will be necessary, do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, Sir Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard it. Ah, there it is! You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, no, no! Stop, my dear fellow! The fault is mine! Wow! This escalated quickly. Wow. Holy fuck, wow. Whew. It would appear that the fight is over. I do so humbly apologise, Mr. Windybank. Evidently my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of that peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh, peculiar items? In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of the eponymous work, The Novels of Sherlock Sholmes, or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I have to read, you mean? Ah! Forgive me! Oh, wait, before you die, you must tell me more. The hell is this? I must know more. Tell me everything. Wow, Susato-san is really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to you for your care for a while, Mr. Windibank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a farthing more. It houses something of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish me to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They are safe and sound with me, I assure you. On my life! This is all very strange. Dude, if you shoot yourself, then you aren't securing the goods anymore. We should talk about the illogical practice here. What on earth is a red-handed recorder, by the way? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are just 2 below the ceiling. Oh, security cameras, nice. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. Then every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example I can show you. So if anything goes missing, they know. Ah yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. I made a night vision camera. That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. Once every half hour, yes. If they stood around for a while and did nothing. But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. Then what if the incident were to occur in between those times? One could say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress lately. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windibank. Surely there is anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not 1 but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Dude, just stop doing it. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery, no? My dear fellow, we're on the verge of an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heavens help us. Well now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Aha! The very thing! Thank you, Mr. Windibank. Perhaps this might mark the end of a peculiar items you try to pop. Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not! Sorry. I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windibank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. Guys, he's going to be a murder victim very soon, or he's going to be a murder suspect. We're getting a lot of information here that's just like, yes, there's a security camera taking intervals once every 30 minutes and he has a gun with only 1 bullet in it. He's going to be involved in whatever we're about to do. I can just feel it now. It's building it up. It's like all this information we think is just so innocuous, but it's like, here, have some exposition because you never know. You might need it later. So, Mr. Naruhodo. Now we can explore at last. Alright. Oh yeah, we should look at everything first. Let's poke and prod all the things. Right, is this a shovel or a spade? Come on, let's have at it. Look at the enormous ledger on the counter there. Mr. Windibank is nothing if... Mr. Windibank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble and probably shot multiple times. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. The gun. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windibank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with the speed belying his portly size. Oh, you don't mean he'd blow his brains out? Indeed. In recompense for his blunder. So he won't shoot the thief, he'll shoot himself. Oh my. But in any case, of course, we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? There's a curtain leading to the back. There seems to be a little door hidden behind the curtain there. That leads to the storage room where Mr. Windibank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. Ah, I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, there's something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windibank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow. How on earth do you know all that, Mr. Sholmes? I've been watching you. I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you are such a wonder. And the prime suspect if this pawnbrokery is ever burgled. There's a big clock. Look at this. What could this lovely big shiny box be? That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such a thing in your own country? Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while? Sure, if it doesn't violate copyright law. What a wonderful sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I've never heard anything like this before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside, which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of a gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. It's like every 50 years there's a new invention. We can't keep up. What an assortment of things here and there on the shelves. Crockery, footwear, clocks, watches, almost anything you care to imagine. Those are forfeited items, offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially pop, an item, the pawnbroker loans you the money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale, at a price of his choosing. Ah yes, you've explained it. I'm noticing little price tags everywhere. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never! It's the only item of clothing I own. I came across on a ship with no car, with no luggage. It embodies my student spirit. That too. What else have we got? Now what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you were looking for is the stereoscope. I wondered if it was. A stereoscope? It was fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepiece and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there's something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it. That'll keep her busy for a minute. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see! At once! Alright then. I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. Am I going to have to hold the thumbsticks to do this? What the... I don't believe it. What are we looking at? It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They're often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? The picture's moving! Oh my god! It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well... far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh. Nope, it's black magic. We gotta burn this shop down, guys. It's bewitched. Got Rosie and Jim over here on the countertop. Ooh, there's a little box here as well. Look at this! Whatever could it be used for? I have no idea. Ah. There's a small catch just here, look. We're going to open it, aren't we? Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism. Which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before, probably. What are you two doing? What, us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something similar to this somewhere else. Yeah, it's like the stereoscope. It's like a portable version of it, probably. And you can't see them, but behind me there is a cactus and a succulent in a pot. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? It is pretty ostentatious, yeah. 15th of April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank. And who was it that walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeit, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something a pawnbroker's obsession, I might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. What? Only a twopence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article's barely worth a penny, miss. I can't offer more. What? Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you had a proper butcher's at it? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Oh, look who it is! It's what's her name? Thingy Lestrade. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh yes, it's the young lady from Mr. McGilded's trial 2 months ago. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns a crust among the large crowds, reaving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. With a smoke cannon. Oh shit. She's at it again. Jesus. Oh, Gordon Bennett, you lot! Oh, wait, hey, how do you still have that? Hello, Miss Lestrade, I hope you've been well. What? You remember me then, do you? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us, nothing to eat? Come to pop that black weasel, sorry, coat, have you? What is it about the black uniform that makes everybody comment on it? Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken, you would be the very young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher, and apparently stole it again because she still has it. Ah, Mr. Sholmes! So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterbank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here. What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc. And you, go on, leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend like we aren't here, and we shan't offend in the slightest. Susato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. What, really? A pickpocket and a thief wouldn't then take the day's earnings to a pawnbroker? Ryu, you and I are gonna talk at some point about how the world works. Yeah, well, I am alright. I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That's the problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That things probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines, yes. No, he wasn't, but I was. You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo? Alright, then I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really. Suppose. Sometimes. You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade? But not this time, alright? I swear. That thing belongs to me. The disc that Mr. Winterbank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about it. If we examine and poke him... Poke! So, about the disc. Mr. Winterbank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. It's a plate from a hard drive, guys. It's from the future. Oh! Actually, hard drives shouldn't have little bumps on them, but anyway. This is a music disc, you see. It's kind of the same concept, though. It's for use inside a music box. In a music box. What? You don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just seen one today. I've just never seen one of the discs before. The small protrusions on the metal discs encode the tune to be played on the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going and beautiful music plays. It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on the disc. Oh well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box, you see. British made, German, Swiss... I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Ah, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a pack of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... He who. Never you mind. It's just ain't right, that's all. The disc's worth good money, I know it is. Well then you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ugh. Well, she's been in before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. I've never seen that word before in my life. I see. And brought some dubious article or another with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc she brought in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry, what do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. A storage ticket. So, Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Hey, Alchemist, how's it going? Ragged or disreputable in appearance, being in a decayed state or condition dilapidated. Oh, is that the definition of that word, is it? Interesting. I mean, that would, you know, kind of describe her a little bit, I guess. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. How's everything with you? Happy Friday. Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. It's going? Nice. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Winterbank. Don't be nosy, Susato, that's private. The little scamp is wearing it, madam. Her coat? It's the overcoat that she redeemed? Oh. I did think she wasn't wearing that coat originally. What's wrong with that? Fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. You went and did a thing on Tuesday. Oh, cool. What did you go and do? Was it fun? Do furnish with deets. So what about the disc then? How does this come into this? Let me guess, it was in the pocket. Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree on a price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say. For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understand it. That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through her pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? Which is a bit shifty. If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am. And she immediately tried to pawn it. For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up, I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Fun isn't exactly the word you would use, but it was needed. Went to a mental health facility to see about getting help for the depression. Good for you. Good for you, dude. I hope that leads somewhere positive for you. And you know, if you ever need to talk, we're here for you as well. But that's great. I'm really pleased you've done that. I'm really pleased to hear it. It's, you know, like you say, it's not fun, but it needs doing, you know, and good for you for taking that step. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man, it's me old man's, ain't it? No, you're not much of a talker when it comes to this kind of thing. No, I appreciate that, yeah. I get it. I mean, I'm not. I suffered in silence for years, you know, with mine. And yeah, sometimes things work for people, some things don't, you know? But I'm really glad to hear that you've taken some steps. That's a good thing. It's worth it in the long run. Is it Miss Lestrade? Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Oh, wait up. Out of my way, please! Oh my. Who is this picture postcard English gentleman? About to start dancing in a minute. He's a smooth criminal. Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There's no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Wow! Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait the line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Eh? Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker? Yes, sir. Get your gun. I believe this filthy pickpocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say... Oh god, he strikes poses too. Any music box discs too. But no, you can't have it. You just can't. This is my old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. This is a very awkward situation. Yeah, I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Can we actually examine the dude as well? Is he here? Yes, he is. Let's talk to him. Him and Sholmes must go to the same b-boy pose classes. Yes! Herlock's gonna be like, oh, hello, old friend. Is that you? I haven't seen you in years. For the picture postcard gentleman, who are you, mysterious stranger? Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Oh, wow, he dances as well. Its inhabitants live in some fiery brown-coloured soup dressed with exotic spices. Oh, live on... yeah, what? You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what's with the theatrical gesticulation about? Anyway, perhaps, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, I'm Ryunosaki Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is... Benedict. Yes. Oh god. Oh god. Eggert Benedict. Wow, suddenly I want breakfast again. Mm. Wow. You're leaving. Can I come with you? Enchanté. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but the name is suspicious. Really, you think? That's not made up at all. He hasn't just come from the cafe where he had Eggs Benedict and he had to think of a name on the spot to give us. My name is, Benedict, Eggert Benedict, yes. Now to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes. I can't stand watching him. Oh my god. Alright, Sting, calm down. Okay, there's nothing there. Who wants hash browns with their eggs? Oh, yes. I had scrambled egg for breakfast this morning, and while I was eating it, I just thought, God, I actually did wish I had some hash brown with it, but I don't have any, so... Oh, is there anybody else on the other side of the room? Hurley's not with us, okay. I mean, Sholmes did basically leave, because she was like, get out of it, leave me alone. But it was like, alright, fine, left. Mr. Strahd, what is what the gentleman saying? What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before. Sounds like I'm ill prepared, yeah. Plus the fact that I'm moving house, or moved out. I'm out now, but I've been moving house. So, handed the keys over yesterday. That felt, yeah. But mixed feelings, good and bad, all blended together. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought here just now? No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again. Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these backslum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Urgh. Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Now, hold on. Why does everyone think it's me? Oh, I don't know, maybe because you're a criminal. This is the problem with being a criminal and a liar, is that when you're actually telling the truth, nobody believes you. Just look at this dandy cove, and you think I'm the dodgy one. I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I've stole something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Yeah, the coat doesn't seem to be his style either. Nor do I even believe it might actually fit him, because look at the broadness of the shoulder on the coat versus him. That wouldn't fit on him. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. We need to do a Cinderella test here. He needs to put the coat on, right now, and if it doesn't fit, we can say, ah, it's not your coat. You what? We need Chekhov to come in here. Perhaps you're familiar with Russian epic of Cinderella. If shoe fits, wear it. And now I need to watch that movie. Evidence that the article that Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman? Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. You would have expected Windibank to have actually done that as well when he gave the coat back. Yes, brilliant! I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh? I never ask customers their names, that's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. Some of them are thieves. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then, how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. They tell me, and they give me a ticket. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article without a doubt. A watchword, interesting. So, did Gina give that watchword when you handed the coat back, though? Because if so, that proves nothing. It just means that two people knew the word, and one of them's lying and one of them isn't. So, about the watchwords, Mr. Windbank. Just as I explained, I never ask customers for names when they deposit the items with me. There are many reasons why. Certainly, customers would like to keep their activities secret. Sholmes is over here. He's back. Mother-in-law says hello. Hello. Hello back to you. Hope you're well today. Hi. That wasn't an exactly subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets. None at all. No. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like a secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identifies each item. And, of course, then I give a storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article. That's right, sir, yes, just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But, ow! Really, this is beyond the joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Ugh. How long did they say that items remain in deposit? Oh, it does fit him. Okay. So he is Cinderella. So, let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just because I'm a diver, everybody thinks that makes me a liar. Again, you chose a life of crime. Sorry, but wow. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Another disc. Oh dear. Oh god. Somebody go hide his gun, quick. See you later, alchemist. BRB. No problem. I regret to inform you, sir, that was what was deposited with me and merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, a gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. We will settle this in the time-honored tradition of my people, a dance-off. Oh, no. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc. It's mine. Oh, damn! Ah, what do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal! Oh my, yes, there's blood on the disc. It's all because of the sharp little bumps. I must have scratched his fingers on them. I found it first, alright. I mean, it belongs to me old man. So you're not having it. Oi, you, take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep hold of it. Miss Lestrade, why is the disc so important to her? Alright, so we've now been given this. You there in the black livery. Hand the disc to me at once, please. No! Don't! He's lying! Grown-ups are all liars. What do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? Sholmes, help! Let's have a look at the disc first. There'd be blood. Look at all the little bumps on the disc, they're so tiny. Yes, the protrusions are called pins and they pluck the teeth of a comb that makes the notes. And just on the edge there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Eggert Benedict. When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his finger, it seems. Like when you're grating some daikon radish and accidentally catch your finger. Ouch, just thinking about it hurts. And puts me off eating some radish. Oh, what is this? From Gilded. Oh. There's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse of the disc. Look. And a scribble, word or two. Looks like somebody's name. Form Gilded. Could it be? But it is Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on the disc? Interesting. So now we could ask them both, hey, do you happen to know if there's a word written on the back of this? And if neither can answer it, so well, no, none of you are getting the disc. I'm keeping it. So there's a bit more to the pawnbroker again. Let's chat to him. Mr. Winterbank is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for the revolver. Yeah. But dude, just don't, you know, don't. Look at Mr. Winterbank. Watching diligently over the shop, there are still so many things I'm curious about, but somehow I really don't feel like the right time to be browsing. Calming this fraught situation must be our first priority, and I'm fairly certain that we can find just the great thing we need among the articles here in the shop. Alright, let's talk to her first. I don't think either of them own it. They're both playing something here. They're both competing for it. Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again, or murders him with her penetrating gaze. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly before the mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch the police or something. Sholmes, help! Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Ooh, caramel. Yummy. Oh no. Is he depressed again? So, you've found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows, cruelly ostracized, as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So, feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinket in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you just rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. Well, you really were sad, weren't you? I'm sorry, Mr. Sholmes, were we not talking to you? Aww. Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us. You think you've been solved the entire case once again? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder where my genius for deduction to be commoditized. How much could I pawn it for? I'd say about half a penny. Oof. It seems Mr. Sholmes have had another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it'll help resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Listen to the deduction or leave it. I love that the game is giving us a choice like, dude, do you really want to go through this again? Yes, I do. Listen to it. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? You told him to leave. Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help straight away. Not an hour later. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Oh god, they're both going to do a pose-off. Mr. Egbert Benedict, you have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon? The first is this. Your mother-in-law says tweet, 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 and laughs and laughs. What? I'm confused. What? Tweet, 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 and laughs. I don't get it. Should I be worried? The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate, with intent to steal a vast sum of money. The bird documentary? Oh, okay. You mean when I was talking about the parent volume on the TV? Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. No, I think there's plenty of flaws in it. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah yes, as I hoped. Here we go, pose off! That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. Here he goes, he's gonna do one. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes's logic and reasoning spectacular. She's killing herself laughing. So he's been there, done that with daughter? Oh no. You might have to pee so hard. Oh no. No! No dying from laughter. It is not allowed. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured into this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. Oh, he's got a flyer in his hand. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place? The staff recruitment flyer. He's looking for a job. Oh no. The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement for this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realise that a man of your appearance has no need for such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unwittingly clutch in your person exhibits a more incontrovertible contradiction. What a rot. I've had this cane for years. AG. The contradiction of which I speak is of course the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane must be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. Oh god, he's got the goggles out. And yet detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of the stick to be utterly bare. Detailed analysis? You just have to look at it, dude. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Oh. You recoil, sir, if is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitated the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding the riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, I mused. It's a tiny warhammer. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod... Oh no. Oh no. Is the broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? Yes, he is. He's insane. Just bear with it. It gets better when we step in. And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here. You need a new shovel. Was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Yeah, I'm not sure the math really adds up here, but okay. So what is the great crime, we should ask ourselves? Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. But we must expose the details of the elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Oh, damn, juking around. Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate such a shop as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Oh, what? This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another one that runs under the bank of the opposite side of the road. Oh, this madness has entered the sewers now, has it? No, we got there a while ago, dude. By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in very close proximity to the great vault of a financial institution opposite. What are you... In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But, naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard for the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centrepiece, the Crystal Tower. The totally not Eiffel Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of the road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of the bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is a top-secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Why did you just tell him then? If it's such a secret, why did you just tell him?